Now I got to say that Frankie Edgar is moving to bantamweight, man, to 135, and as well as you know, I'll just take a look on a bit short history of Frankie Edgar, losing to Max Holloway for UFC Featherweight Championship. For interim UFC Featherweight Championship, he lost to Jose Aldo. For the UFC Featherweight Championship regular title, also lost to Jose Aldo, but it was the fight of the night. He fought for UFC Lightweight Championship. He was even a lightweight champion, but you know that he retained it and maintained it against Gray Maynard. He was also the guy who defeated BJ Penn at UFC 112, so I can freely say this guy is a legend. Also, the reality fighting lightweight champion. Yeah, that's Frankie Edgar. But moving to the uncharted territory for the legend, the bantamweight division, man, Ali Abdelaziz claims he is going to do it. We have already started discussing Frankie's bantamweight debut. We're hoping it will be at UFC 244 on November 2nd at Madison Square Garden, but 100% Frankie's next fight will be at 135 pounds. You know that Frankie Edgar, well, I don't say he's on a good streak because he is not. In his last 3 contests, 2 losses, 1 win. He was punched out by Brian Ortega, defeated Cap Swanson via unanimous decision and lost to Max Holloway via unanimous decision. I don't want to say he was bad, he wasn't, but it was, you know, ups and downs and so on. And it wasn't just the fans who noticed the difference in bulk amidst competitors when Frankie climbed into the octagon. His longtime head coach Mark Henry also has regarded that Frankie's size was giving him problems in the cage, because as well as you know, he was a pretty much undersized guy for 145 and 155. Even against Max Holloway, I mean, the height difference is tremendous. It feels like a new beginning for us, Coach Henry. I love the kid and I feel it will be safer for him at 135. He always does better when he fights guys his own size. When he's fighting guys with similar height and range, sometimes they still weigh more than him, but I feel like it's an even playing field. He was barely cutting any weight at featherweight. I think during his last camp he was 152 pounds a few weeks before the fight, and he hadn't started cutting yet. Well, I don't know who could be his next opponent in the bantamweight division, but at the moment I know that Henry Cejudo is injured. Henry Cejudo actually called out Edgar after his last victory against TJ Dillashaw, and I just don't know, man. I don't know if this would be Henry Cejudo, but you know, Aljamain Sterling maybe, I don't know. This is up to Dan and so on, but we're gonna see. But I'm unsure whether this is a good move for Frankie or not.